We're all
no.
Oh.
The summertime one. Like school's out. Yeah. Yep,
I
that
remember
one.
the beginning. Summer. Oh, that's gonna drive me nuts.
Sam, I really thought you would know that too.
I have to look it
Okay.
up. That's gonna drive me insane. It's like, I can picture the whole scene.
I saw a video of like.
Is it the what time is it? Summertime. Is that it?
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah, because the clock.
Yeah.
Oh, so I
Summertime.
did know. We can cut this part out.
But it doesn't do the.
It's our vacation. What
Oh.
time is it? Time of our lives. School's out. Scream and shout.
I saw a video of like what, you know, when they're like in the kitchen banging stuff, and it's like the music if we heard what. God, I hate that I can't speak. Like I just want to get my thought across, and now it's not funny anymore because I'm taking too long.
I can picture it.
And it's like, it's just like banging around. Okay, you know what? It was funnier in my head. Yeah. This is fun. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Polite as Fuck. Happy Wednesday. I hope you guys are enjoying the hot summertime heat that we have going on.
It's officially summer.
It's like crazy warm until you go to other places. Like you just got back from a trip, and our family in Nevada is like telling me how hot it is there, and I'm like, oh, it's actually not that bad, but I can't breathe. Like it's so hot.
It's very warm in our apartment. I did want to. I did want to.
You're scaring me.
Me.
Oh no, you're scaring me.
No, what?
I don't know. Like I don't know the way that this whole.
It was supposed to like flow with like I just took a trip.
Well, we're really great with the flow here. If you're new to this podcast, let me tell you about the flow we have here. It's flowing.
It's flowing because I just took a trip to the South Carolina. It was very hot and humid. This has nothing to do with the heat, so I'm changing the subject. I think we've talked about this before. I was just appalled that it happened on the flight there and on the flight back. It's just like plain etiquette.
Uh-huh.
We've talked about like the nasty things people eat. Someone on the way back, it was a family of 4. They had 2 full pizzas, like in pizza boxes that they were passing back and forth across the aisle for each other to eat. It was just like,
who raised you people?
But what was the craziest to me was that on the way there and on the way back, I sat by women, which I thought would have been good. They decide to take off their shoes, full socks off. Yeah. Toes out, like putting their foot on the seat behind them. The one girl like crossed her legs so where it was like, she wasn't like the legs crossed like stacked. It was like leg, like foot out, like her foot was by me. And I was like, what is happening? On the flight there also, her friend kept coming back and I was sitting on the aisle seat. Yeah, she was sitting in the middle. And they were talking over me. Like, I'm trying to watch a movie and her friend's like leaning over and my phone's like on the thing. And I'm
surprised you didn't say anything on the.
Well, I was
flight.
just glaring at her. I was like, and she just didn't care. They just didn't care. They also weren't speaking English, which is not like, I feel like if they were speaking in English, I would have been more inclined to say something.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't know how this is going to come across to you, but this is like, you clearly don't understand personal space.
Yeah. What the fuck? Who raised these people?
It's
crazy.
Oh my God. Crazy.
Plain etiquette is a test to us all, but also like you needed rest on your flight back. You probably were like, you've had enough. Wait, was the foot people the flight home?
Mm-hmm. There was one on the way there and one on the way back. The one yesterday also must have eaten something bad because she was farting and it was gnarly. Like, gnarly. It's so gross. It was so gross. And I could smell her feet. Like, her feet stank.
What the fuck is wrong with people?
No. I was, like, leaning into my sweatshirt like this.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Yeah. So
I don't know if I would say anything, but I think after like vacation, after extended amount of social situations, and I'm fucking tired and annoyed and flights being canceled and my schedule being fucked up, if you push me, I'll be kicked off that fucking plane. Get your fucking nasty foot off me. Are you insane?
I know. I'm like, this is not your home.
No. Also, it's a plane. Everybody's supposed to be miserable. If everybody here is miserable, taking off your shoes and sitting crisscross applesauce is not going to make your experience or my experience any better. Just sit down, shut up,
well, yeah,
and enjoy the fucking ride.
You're treating it like it was like her living room, like her whole setup. I was like, I'm glad you're so comfortable, but also like,
be aware of other people's
space. Because this is insane to me. So just on the topic of like summer activities today, be cognizant of your flight etiquette.
Yeah, your flight etiquette, seriously.
Because that is wild to me.
Oh, God, people are the worst.
People are disgusting.
While you were telling me that story, I started giggling because I literally have the fan only directed at me. And my hair is like blowing in the wind, and you're telling the story, and I'm like, so I'm just gonna like have it cycle so you can get something.
Oh, thanks.
Anyway, gotta get some airflow in here because, like we said, it's summertime. So as we are entering, no, that's gonna be annoying. Well, what was I even saying? Oh, yeah.
As we're entering
summer. As it's like the beginning of summer, Erica and I wanted to talk to you guys about our like summer bucket list, but we kind of switched it up a little bit because what was the word? Frugal. I love that word.
Me too.
It like, I don't know what it is. You know how some people don't like moist and the word that I can't handle. So I just think that like frugal is the opposite of that. I could say it all day long. Frugal.
Yeah. It's Frugal Girl Summer.
It is frugal.
Frugal Girl is kind of hard to say, but Frugal Girl Summer.
Great. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to share some things. And I also tried to make pretty like tangible things for myself, as well as make something exciting, kind of like our Be Bold challenge of like kind of like I can do this, you know what I mean? But in like a fun way. I mean, Be Bold was fun too, but you know what I'm trying to say. Mm-hmm. I hope.
I do.
Do you want to go first?
Sure. I think one reason I wanted to talk about this was because I was at the bookstore in our neighborhood, which is so cute. And there was this book called like, I honestly don't remember what it was called, but basically it was about this guy who every week, one day after work, he would go camping. Like, cool. He just, like, had his car packed, his thing, and he, like, went and camped for a night and then, like, came back. And just, like, made it a priority to, like, get outside.
Yeah.
And I'm, like, sometimes I just feel like camping is, like, I love it and I want to do it, but it's, like, this daunting thing of, like, you have to plan and, like, well, if you're going to drive, you need to make it, like, a whole weekend thing and you want to hike and, like, I think we were really good about, in our fun employment days, like, going on, like, a sunset walk or something.
Yeah.
So I want to bring that back. I'm not saying I want to go camping during the weekday necessarily, but, like, getting into nature and, like, prioritizing that after work. Mm-hmm. Because on the weekends, I think it's a lot easier, but on the weekdays, I think I need that, too, especially when the sun's not setting until later.
Yeah.
Like, it is possible. So that's one of mine.
I have not even so many things too. The first two that I put on mine that I was thinking about is one, go on a camping trip. And I just thought of like, obviously when you think of summer, you think of like just being out in nature and being like with family and doing fun stuff. And I feel like last year, this time we had already done 2 camping trips. We were trying to plan for another. So we haven't really done that a whole bunch. I mean, there's been a lot of other stuff going on, but I think making space for that this summer is like one of my top priorities. Mm-hmm. But I also had like try different hikes around this area. I put dog friendly hikes, which is kind of a question mark because sometimes when it gets super hot, like I just want to make sure that the dogs are like safe and stuff. But for me, I get very comfortable doing the same thing. Like I have my same walking route. I'll change it up maybe like every 6 months. I have the same hike that I go to, and I'll change it up again maybe once every 3 or 4 months. So I want this summer to kind of push me out a little bit and find a few different hiking spots, like in this area, or like in the San Diego area. Just because I know that there are so many, I just need to go out there and like try them.
Do you use All Trails? Is that
Yeah. But I just
so
get
nice.
comfortable. Like I just know the drive. I get very like,
Yeah.
schedule. Like I can only go for a little bit. Like the Mission Trails one that I go to is like, I already know it's going to be a 10-minute drive. I know exactly where I can park my car. Like it's just so comfortable. But we're trying to get out of that comfort.
Out.
Yeah, branch out.
I also bought this, like, Places We Swim California that has, what is it, like, lakes, rivers, hot springs, beaches all over California, and I think it would be fun to, like, check a few of those off this summer.
That'd be so much fun.
Whether it's, like, a day trip or, like, included in our camping trip, like, base the camping around an area that's in there.
Yeah.
That would be good.
I love that. It just makes me miss, like, I love summers here in San Diego because I appreciate the beach. I appreciate just like the summer activities that go on here. But I really do, and I'm glad that I'm going back home for a little bit because I really do enjoy like an alpine summer, like an alpine lake in the summer when it is hot as fuck. And you just like literally snow water is just like sorry, I know you're drinking. I mean, you know what I mean, like I guess like, you know, melted snow water, thank you. It's just, oh my god, so I can just nice. I smell it, like I feel it. It really is. So I'm glad that I'm making time to go up there this summer because I feel like that kind of will be like a summer vibe in and of itself.
That is the struggle. Like, summer in San Diego is my favorite, and summer in Tahoe is my favorite.
Yeah.
And I, like, wish that I could live both.
Yeah. It sucks, though, because they just, even now, well, you sent me that link that, like, now Sand Harbor is getting, you have to, like, reserve, and then here, like, I love it so much in San Diego, but during summer, the parking to get to the beach, like, you better be there at 6 o'clock in the morning, or you better come at 6 o'clock at night, because you're not going to find parking.
Yeah, you're going to drive up and down the street all day.
And just prepare for that. Or you Uber to the beach, which is like, you know, not the end of the world, but still.
It's just inconvenient. It's like, tourist season is crazy. I wish that you had to live there to enjoy it sometimes.
Yeah. A lot of my stuff is outdoor things that I put on here, but I think because I love... Like, I'm already here in San Diego. I can bitch and complain about how expensive it is. How many... I just had a stroke. Every week, Ellie has a stroke. How expensive it... Okay. It's like... I don't understand. Sometimes I really do think, like, is my just tongue? Like, do I not have, like, strong tongue muscles? Well, anyway, I know I complain about San Diego sometimes, but I think I just like to complain. I really do enjoy it here, and I really like it, so I want to utilize the things that I love, as like with the camping, with the finding hikes and all of those things, but on top of that, like the beach. And so the two things that I put on there are, because the beach is so accessible for us, is sunrise or sunset surf, for sure. Yes. Have not surfed. Have we surfed this year?
We have, but
it's been a minute. It's been like since January, probably. It's been a few months. And like those beached whale days. Like, I want a beached whale day. And it's hard because, like, I'm sure people think, like, even in my mind, I'm like, oh, that's so easy to do. But really, like, at least for me, I get so worked up in my schedule that it's really hard to like fit it in, and then with the dogs and stuff, like I want to schedule a day where I wake up and I'm at the beach for hours and I don't do everything's snacks, have it, dogs taken care of, water, bring it along, nothing but me on the beach.
I had one of those right before I left, when I did like a unplug, and I went and laid at the beach and I got so sunburned. my skin was peeling, but it was so lovely.
Ugh.
I was so happy. It was like at least 5 hours.
I love a beach whale day.
Same.
I really do.
They're my favorite. I could stay at the beach all day.
Yeah. Bring everything. Book everything.
Mm-hmm.
Don't need to leave.
No.
Oh, and a nap on the beach. Oh
a
my
nap
God,
on the beach, yeah. And like your snacks on the beach taste so much better.
Yeah. And it honestly, you come home and you feel exhausted. I'm like, I just lived a whole life. I did everything today. Did nothing but sleep and eat, but I'm tired.
I did everything. I feel like we say this a lot, or at least I do, of like, I'm gonna crochet. And I bought all this stuff and I haven't started yet. There's reasons for that, okay. But I do want to like complete a craft this summer.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like I have ideas of things that I want to do in that basket that have been sitting there. I have like half finished like things that I've been coloring, and I want to crochet, and I'm like, just pick a freaking thing and finish it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a goal that I have. I would like to crochet. I think that's the art that I want to do, is like learn first of all how to do it, and then find like a pattern and actually make something.
I love that. I have that on mine. I am like in my artsy era right now.
I love it.
Feel like it comes in waves for me. Sometimes like it's so hard. It also is hard for me to do art when I don't have a space, and I think that's like really tripping me up, but I just have to like just suck it up and find a space. I don't need like a studio. I don't even have like a real job, so I definitely don't need a fucking art studio. So I just think I need to get over that. But recently I've been painting more, and I think, yeah, it's just the same thing that we've been saying. With the sun being out longer, I have more time. There's just something so, like, you just see stuff like birds and butterflies. I don't know, I'm just thinking of like my walk. I just feel so like it gives me inspiration to go home and like want to paint something or be artsy or try something new. And like I got new like different types of paints that I'm not from like used to painting with, and that's been fun, and I just like doing that. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I love that.
Art projects?
Art summer, artsy summer. I want to read a new book. Again, same thing with the hikes and TV shows and about everything else in my life. I do the same thing over and over and over again. Mm-hmm. So I think for my summer, like, to do is like find a really good book and read it. It's not really anything special to that, but just read a new book.
That's good. A summer book.
But I want, like I want a summer book.
Yeah.
So, and I tried to, I don't know. I kind of want to do romance or thriller. Or maybe both. I don't know. So if you guys have any summer recommendations. I tried to find some at the bookstore that you were talking about, but I ended up buying a book. Oh, guess what? I've already fucking read. Reading it again. But I took the dogs when I went to the bookstore, and like it was a hot day, and all I could hear was Luna's like panting in the fucking bookstore. So I was like, I just need to buy my book and get the fuck out of here, because I just hear like and I'm like, Luna, just shut up. You're driving me nuts. So that's one of mine. That's not really super frugal, but I feel like, I don't know, there's lots of like free libraries around, or just an opportunity to just like, I don't know. So instead of doing that, instead of going out at night or something, go buy a book.
Yeah, I love that.
Frugal. Oh, frugal. God, I love it.
This is also, it can be frugal. Like, there would probably be money spent, but I don't think it needs to be like the craziest thing. Is farmers markets and the fair. Like, I just love the vibes of those places, and especially when summery. It's, like, warm out. Yes. Yeah. Like, looking at the little stands, and, like, maybe, you get your breakfast at the farmer's market, or, like, the North Park one, I like getting that pizza. Mm-hmm. And just, like, walking around and hanging out outside. I think that's nice. And then the fair is something that I've never done before. But I feel like it's similar of, like, I hate the rides at the fair. I'm not going to pay to do that. And, like, maybe I'll get, like, a fried food. Yeah. But it's just more for like
just the lights and I just totally agree.
Around, having fun, hanging out.
I did not have the fair on mine, but I did have farmers markets, because I have been just shopping at Trader Joe's recently, which is great. I love, well, you know my thoughts on Trader Joe's. But it's been simple. Things are frozen. It's ready. I am like prepared. But I really think with summer, there are so many things that are in season that I think it would be really fun to dedicate like probably not like a week if we're being like super frugal, but spending like a little bit of money going to those farmers markets and buying all the things that what you were talking about of like everything that I need for a meal or two, buying at a farmers market and going home and making it. I think that that's just like so fresh and so summery with some like fresh strawberries. I don't even know what I'm making, but strawberries are going to be in the mix, and like I don't know, things that are in season at a farmers market, and like you go there with the intention of like looking for making it like more of just like, oh, let's just go walk around, which is fun too, but
yeah, instead of like, oh, let me get these random berries,
things that I might not need, but if I go with like a list and this is what I'm making, it can be like a fun experience from like the beginning of the day, going there, enjoying, and then coming home and like making a meal out of everything that you just got.
Yeah, that's good. I did have on my list like finding a new like go-to meal.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm really over the food that I've been making or buying, and I want to like try some new things out, something like fresh and light that's like easy to eat.
Yeah.
And also a drink. I want to find like make a drink that I like. A go-to.
Like a mixed?
Bevy.
Or like, I've been on my espresso martinis. Oof, it's so good. I know I'm behind the times.
Have you made one before?
I have not made one, no, because they're just not the same. But I had another one.
Well, that could be a summer thing.
That could be a summer
Learn
thing.
how
I
to
just
make
like, you know, I tried that last year where we went to one of the bars that Erica's sister works at home, and she made this fucking awesome drink, this like gin something or another, and I tried to make it at home, and it was fine, but it just it was not the same.
That one that you made on my birthday, what was it?
Oh, the
like green juice in it.
Yeah, and it was just cucumber and jalapeno. I tried to sell it to people, and they were like, we're just here for your tequila. And I'm like, okay. Not sell it, but like, you know, like,
I
liked
have
some of mine. And they were like, nah, we just want a shot.
No, we just want a shot.
Like, okay.
That was good. That was refreshing. I think something with that is really good.
Yeah.
Like a little fruit, a little cucumber, a little mint.
Yeah. Not mint. I don't really like mint in my drinks. Or at all.
I need to tell you that I ate pineapple.
And you didn't die, and you lived to tell the tale?
I didn't die. I think
it's not. No. 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 I am so mad right now. Erica? He's fucking allergic to pineapples.
No.
And she's been lying to all of her friends. When we went to North Carolina for this wedding, she ate something. What were you even eating?
Acai bowl.
It was an acai bowl.
With pineapple on it.
And literally, one of our friends was like, I have an EpiPen. And somebody else turned to me and they were like, you didn't know? And I was like, no, I didn't know. She never fucking told me that she had an allergy to pineapple. And then every time we go out, I feel like you try to order something that has...
I always get pineapple things. I love pineapple.
I'm not kidding you guys. I thought she was going to die. She was like... and like literally dying in the corner. Someone was going to stab you with their EpiPen. Now you want to be like,
ate too much.
I'm fixed. I'm fixed and I can eat whatever I want. No, not when I'm around. Why? So I could have someone else be like, wow, Ellie didn't know. This is how Erica died by pineapple and Ellie wasn't there to save her. Gosh, dude.
You never wanted to do this before?
She knows.
What? I'm okay. I won't eat it.
I don't even want to know. Like, did you just try it?
Well, my uncle they bought us some snacks for the house. And one of them was fresh pineapple. And my sister cut it up, and I had a few pieces. It did get fuzzy in the throat, like my throat fell, but it didn't close.
Fuzzy?
Anyway, speaking of fresh, refreshing things, pineapple is refreshing, and I would like to make a drink.
It's a no pineapple zone. It's a no pineapple household. Not anymore. I'm not risking it.
Sad.
That's definitely not on our frugal summer list, I can tell you that. I also this summer want to do a closet clean out.
Yes.
I
love a closet clean out.
I do too. And I didn't want to put it in here because I'm not really sure that I want to like base my summer around it. But I think when you do a closet clean out, you kind of get like closet inspiration of what it is that you're looking for, and then maybe go like dedicate a few days to go thrifting. And I kind of say that I'm not a huge fan of thrifting, but I also have not had any luck at a mall or shopping online in a long time that I feel like, well, why not now?
Yeah.
But just a closet clean out, I think this is a perfect opportunity to just like clear out my space, take inventory of like my clothes and my belongings, and just kind of like shed some shit that I don't need so that I don't carry it into fall and winter, and just kind of prepare for that time. I love summer because I feel like it's just all in preparation. Like we're all just like running around and preparing for fall, gathering our little nuts and berries for the fall time. I'm so excited for fall. So I'm trying to do everything.
Literally, it hasn't even been a week of summer yet.
We're literally talking about summer. And I'm like, fall. And I am just like, you know, just to clean out and clear everything out of my space would be really nice.
Yeah, I did have thrifting on there because I haven't been doing that in a while, and I feel like just dedicating a day, like that's a fun like day activity. I think I've been stressed out by thrifting because it's like I'm like I need a new white shirt, and I'm just gonna go to the mall and not like dig through
right, because you have that one thing in mind.
Yeah, but thrifting is good. I also you know, you're not like a big into board games, but I do think hosting like a game night would be fun.
If there's alcohol, I'm in.
I feel like that's like, I do want to host another something.
I do too, yeah.
And I just feel like games are a good,
game night is really
way
fun
to like keep people engaged and
That's
get
true.
to know each other.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm not a huge fan. I mean, I'm not, like, not going to show up. Like, I'm going to go lock myself in my bedroom because I fucking hate board games. No. They are fun. They're a way to bring people together. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm just, like, a cynic about those for some reason.
That's okay. Did you have...
Oh, yeah. You're like, hello, bitch. It's your turn. I want to go... I put, like, live shows or, like, comedy shows, which I know can get, like, pretty expensive. But I think what's so fun about the summertime is, like, there's so many things going on. And, like, the spontaneous activities that we find ourselves in are just, like, so much more fun in the summer. Because we're like, wait, how the fuck did we end up here? And I think just having that in the back of my mind of, like, live show. It doesn't even have to be someone, like, super famous. I mean, I'm not a big music person, so I hardly know anybody at all ever. But I think just, like, showing up to, like, a random, like, live show or, like, a bar that we've not been to or something like that would be really fun. Or they do these, like, comedy shows all over. Like, one of our friends just hosted one at her, I don't even know really, like, what the concept is, but, like, I don't know, just something live like that would just be really fun.
Yeah. I love a comedy show. I don't think I've been to one in a while.
Yeah.
Local live music. Like, I feel like the only time I go to live music is if it's, like, a concert.
Yeah.
And I feel like in the summer there's usually, like, our friends have that, email that they put out that, like, says when shows are, and I just haven't really gone to any of them. But I feel like if I'm gonna go to, like, a bar or a restaurant, like, doing one with live music so that there's more entertainment there.
Yeah, instead of just
fun.
like just going out for, like, a drink. Like, if you're gonna go spend money, go to, like, a show too. Do something local, support your local business or whatever. And it's just, like, so summery to, like, just listen to music and like hang out and watch the sun go down because it's literally like 8 o'clock at night or something. I just love that.
Yeah, me too.
So that's on mine.
This is, like, silly and cliche, but having, like, a picnic, I feel like, you know, just, like, bringing your food outside is nice. We used to do this thing, it was during COVID, we called it wine and snacks, and we did it at the park every Friday, and it was like the activity that I literally looked forward to all week. Is like knowing that like I was gonna interact with people, and it was just really nice to sit outside. You're like there's a park where you can really see like all of San Diego, and just like eating snacks and hanging out with friends and chatting. Like I feel like that was really lovely, instead of like you're at a restaurant where sometimes it's really loud, or like you're in your house where it can be really hot. It was just nice to get out. So
I love that. I did not have that on mine, but I'm stealing it because that's awesome.
we can do it together.
Yeah. I had for summer to continue our mushy walks. I just
that
like
was so nice.
We've been really trying to get to know like the neighborhood that we live in, and I feel like there's just so much to do in South Park and North Park that like we've explored but not too much. And I feel like that night that they had that South Park walkabout or whatever, and we took our mushies and we just walked around. Granted, at the beginning we were like, we gotta get the fuck out of here because the walls are coming alive. But
maybe
once we
take a little bit too much.
Yeah, that was a little too much. But just like, I don't know, we don't really need to spend any money. We don't need to go. I'm definitely not about to go to any restaurant like that. Are you kidding me? But just like to have like a water bottle, have the dogs, and go walk around and like just see what is going on in the neighborhood, and
that was really
like
nice.
See what the atmosphere is like, see people walking around. Like I love people watching, but I also like being active.
Like moving
Yeah,
around,
it's like your own little like fun little night.
Free entertainment.
Yeah.
That's when we did that at the beach too, that was really nice.
God, that's just like, I mean, it's the best.
It really is. They have like discount days at the museum, or like free entry or something, and I just like, I never write it down. I keep looking it up, and then it goes out my brain. But I'm like, there's a lot of museums over here, and I've done the art one, but it was like years ago. But I haven't done any of the other ones, and I feel like maybe once a month, like doing a new museum or something would be fun, and like doing it when it's the cheaper days.
That reminds me, I probably won't do that this summer, but come fall, I will go to the DMV and get my San Diego driver's license, because I think with those museums, with the free entry is if you're a San Diego resident, and I think that's like is what pushing me, because I don't have a San Diego.
I didn't realize you didn't have that.
It's still Bay Area. I told you I tried to fucking redo it, and they like never. I paid for it, not delivered, and then it said something about going back and taking the test, and I was like, "What the fuck? I am 28 years old, sir. I do not need to take no driving test."
No, I did have to go in.
Did you have to take a test?
No.
Oh.
I just had to go in and be like, "Hey, I paid for this. I never got it," and then they like made me resubmit everything. And then I got mine, but...
Oh my god, great.
Yeah.
See, I just have to go in and talk to someone.
If you have the receipt, I feel like, but I don't know how long ago that was.
Like, I tried it like twice when I first moved here, and then I was like, fuck it, I'm done.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah. So it's been a minute.
Huh.
It's been 2 years.
Well, anyway, museums.
My last one that I have is just so, like, bland, but it's just dating, but like a summer twist. Not straight up with a twist. Of just like we were talking about last episode that just like about first dates. I feel like I've been like putting myself out there in real life and just I don't know, having fun and riding the wave and seeing what happens. And so I just want to continue that energy into summer. I feel like just summer is such a good time to go and meet people. Everybody's out. It's like so easy to meet people in real life because everybody's out doing something, and it's like so wholesome if you're like going to a live show or spending a day at the beach to like meet strangers and make new friends and all of those things. So I put dating, but it's just overall like just the meeting people like vibe.
Yeah, I love that.
And continuing that confidence that's just always been in here.
This heat is making us crazy.
Honestly, it's insane.
I was just thinking, my last one is to find a new thing to train for. Because I feel like having something this summer that I'm like, I loved our runs.
Yeah.
I love like having like a thing, you know, that like maybe it's not happening this summer. Maybe it's like in the fall is when the event is, but like something that I'm training for this summer. I need to figure out what I want it to be.
Yes, I agree, because I need something to kind of like hold me accountable, because when you are not here, I do not work out. I don't do anything. Like, I really am just like, I get so frustrated about how shitty our gym is that I like get so upset that I'm like, I'm not even gonna go. And I'm like, hey, you are psychotic. Like, just go down and lift some fucking dumbbells. Like, what does it matter?
It's crazy because it's like, well, I mean, you had a different experience, but like, I was doing workouts in the carpet in my living room like all of COVID, and I'm like, I know I can like go use this air conditioned space and it will be fine. But I agree, I'm like, it does not have a squat rack.
Yeah, literally.
I can't work out.
Piece of shit.
The bike doesn't work.
Yeah, literally.
But it has dumbbells. It has the
little pulley
stuff.
It's just, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, having something to train for is so nice, because it just keeps you accountable and motivated and all the things. So it's really nice.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited.
Me freaking too. I think just like, I do have like some goals for summer. Also, whoa, I have this massive fucking bruise on my leg.
Oh.
Sorry, guys, but wow. That's insane.
That's random.
I do have some, like, personal goals for summer, and a lot of it has to do with, like, mental health, because I think, and again, this is just, like, not really what we were talking about. It's not, like, Frugal Girl or anything, but I just wanted to bring it up because it's our podcast. We can talk about whatever the fuck we want. Of just, like, setting myself up for success. I think it's really easy to be like super great when the sun is out and then like build all of these habits and not really like super take care of yourself, but everything's feeling good because you're drinking and the sun is out and you're having a good time, and then fall comes around and you're like, wait, what the fuck? So I think just setting myself up for success, and what made me think of that is just you saying like our runs and finding something to train for, is like, am I taking care of myself and like making sure that I have these things that hold me accountable, not just for training, but just like, am I being a decent person? Am I like being a decent person to myself, and having all of these things? So as well as like having all of these like bucket list, like Frugal Girl summer bucket list things, I think all of the ones, even the ones that you mentioned too, are like, what's a good word? Like, I don't know, healing to the soul as well. Like, it's not just like, yeah, it's nice to like go out and have a drink, and I'm sure during the summer we are gonna go out and dance. Like, it's just, it's inevitable.
Sad if we didn't.
Yeah, it's inevitable. But to have it like on my bucket list, it didn't feel necessary, because as much fun as those nights are, there are other things that I want to prioritize in order to like maintain like this confidence that again has always been inside. Just to circle back.
I love it. A confident queen. A confident frugal girl.
Yep. Frugal. I just love it. I really do.
Frugal. Well, hopefully this inspired you to make some lists for your frugal bucket list. I think sometimes when you think of summer, you think of like a trip to Europe and like all the like really cool things which are really fun, but it can add up, and there's so many like fun activities that you can do when the sun's out and it's warm. And like, I was just looking on Pinterest, there's so many like lists and ideas that are not expensive. One of them on there was like pull an all-nighter, and I'm like, why?
We did that. We don't want to do that again. I like sleep.
So my rest of my week is messed up?
Yeah.
No. Anyway, make your lists. Have a lovely summer, and we will see you next week.
See you next week, guys. Bye.